What's happening, everybody? Jay Shockblast here, and oh my god, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear this, but the massive amount of thunder and lightning that is going on outside of my house right now is definitely the wrath of Thor, pissed off and tired of Marvel Comics bullshit. That's right, I promised you guys that I would make a video talking about this guy, male gentleman named Thor Odin's son. Odin's son. What part of Odin's son means female? None. No parts at all. Yes, that's right. Today, Marvel Comics, in their infinite wisdom, decided it would be a fan-fucking-tastic idea to make Thor a female. Because apparently the guy we've all known as Thor is no longer worthy due to whatever the fuck happens in Original Sin. And I apologize in advance. There is going to be lots of profanity in this video, so if you are a child or a parent of a child or whatever it may be, you may want to pick another video for me, because I am pissed off and I am tired of this bullshit from Marvel Comics. Look, I get it. You want to have a powerful, strong female character. I applaud you. I think that's fantastic. I think it's absolutely perfect to try to appeal to the females out there. And if you wanted to, I don't know, there could be a lot of things you could do to do this. But making Thor one of the absolute central figures of Marvel Comics, I would say one of their top 5 franchises in their entire universe. I mean, making Thor, fundamentally changing a character is the absolute most pathetic and lazy thing you can do. Yeah, everybody's talking about Marvel Comics today, and yeah, you've got some females out there that are, happy and excited. Oh, yay, Thor, girl power, woohoo! There's nothing misogynistic or anything wrong with me as a man saying that Thor is supposed to be a man, because I'm not saying it because I'm a man. If Thor was a female and they decided, hey, we're going to make him a dude, I would be just as pissed off. But that's not the case. Thor, in Greek or Norse mythology, I should say, is a dude, okay? That's where you stole Thor from, Norse mythology. You've totally embraced the whole Norse mythology thing with Odin and Loki and all that stuff. Frigga, Hela, everybody, okay? You've totally embraced Greek mythology, yet you're going to go ahead and change 100,000-year-old friggin' story by making Thor a female. No, seriously, what the fuck? Like, this goes back to what they did with Nova, and plenty of other characters. Like, people have given me shit for hating it when they take characters like Kingpin or Nick Fury and make them black, okay? Like, I hate it when you change any character fundamentally and make them different. I just think it's lazy and stupid. If you want a powerful female character, make one. Create one. You just brought Angela back and made her part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm pretty sure as part of Original Sin, they're establishing that she is, Odin's daughter and Thor and Loki's sister. So you've already established that. Why can't that be your powerful female? Why can't you just establish her, Or Lady Sif, why don't you just spend more time with her and get people to appreciate and understand her, a character that already exists, all right? I'm all for creating powerful, leading female characters, but don't take a character that already exists, that already has a massive following, a huge following, is one of your absolute most popular characters, and fundamentally change them to something that they're just absolutely not. And we all know in a few years they're just going to say, oh, well, Thor's worthy again, and it's all going to be part of a story. But why? Why do it? Nobody wants it. Nobody's going to enjoy it. Yeah, you'll get a few people, but all you're doing is pissing off longtime people like me. People that went out and spent hundreds of dollars on your licensed products, so that they could have, like, Thor mini busts and statues and action figures and posters and shirts and all the different things that you've sold over the years. And now all of a sudden you're going to tell us that's not Thor. Thor is a girl. Fuck that and fuck you. Okay? Seriously. I was furious when you did this with Nova. You had to, you know, I get it. Jeff Loeb's kid died back in 2005. Horrible. Feel for the guy. It's terrible. Nobody should ever have to bury their child. But you don't kill off a character so that you can establish another character in his memory instead. Like, that's just a horseshit thing to do. And quite frankly, I don't think, you know, Sam would have appreciated or liked that. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he would say, hey, that's great, I want to be Nova. But why not just make him Captain America? You know, why not just make him friggin' Iron Man? Let's kill Tony Stark and make him, you know, Anita Stark. You know, you're not doing that, right? Of course you're not going to do that. But you're going to do it to Thor. It's stupid. It's idiotic. It's not fair to the fans that have supported this character through all the years, who love this character, adore this character. You're telling me, so how's it going to work in the movies? Is Chris Hemsworth out? I doubt it. Like, I can't imagine that Marvel Studios is thrilled with this. So it's just cheesy, it's cheap, it's lazy. And everybody that's behind this idea should be fired, quite frankly. Like, I don't think you deserve a job in the industry. I don't think you do, because clearly you think you're above it. I honestly and truly feel that. Whoever's idea this was, you feel like you are above this industry and above the fans. Because you're going to say, fuck you, fuck what you believe, fuck what you like, fuck all of that. You're going to look at Thor as a female and you're going to like it. Period. That other guy, that other Thor person, not worthy. Fuck him. He doesn't exist. I don't care what the story is going to be. It's the principle. Because I'm just so tired of this. Marvel wants new characters and they're not taking off. You know why they're not taking off? Because you're not making them interesting. You're not investing in them. Instead of investing in new characters, you've got Angela. Invest in her. Instead of investing in those characters, you're going to take the cheap way out and get cheap hits and cheap, you know, buys and cheap. It's stupid. I'm furious. Like, honestly, furious isn't even the word. I'm literally ranting and raving at this point on a level that I've never ranted and raved before. You know, Thor is up there in my top 5 favorite comic book characters ever. Deadpool, Nova, Thor, Darkhawk, and, you know, I don't even know who. I think those are my top 4. I don't even know who I would say for number 5. You know, like, this is a character that I have spent so much time reading over the years. I'm 33, and I've been following Thor for literally years. And I know they've changed the character before. They've taken his powers away before. But this isn't. The way they're presenting it is, this isn't really a taking of powers. That was never Thor. And that's bullshit. Of course that was Thor. It's always meant to be Thor. Because that's what Norse mythology dictates. That's Thor. Because Thor is a dude. Whether you want him to be or not, Thor is a guy. Alright? And again, this isn't sexist. It's not a matter of, I don't believe there should be a female character. I have no problem with there being a strong female character. I'm all for it. I would be just as pissed off if they all of a sudden said Black Widow is a dude. Okay? You know, Nathan Romanoff. Like, that's who Black Widow is. I would be just as mad about that. And I would have every right to be, because it's bullshit. You don't have to change. Like, it's just cheap. You don't have to change characters to get people interested in them and interested in your stuff. Be better writers. Challenge yourself to be better writers. Challenge yourself to develop better characters. Don't just take the easy way out. This is such a cheap ploy. Like, it honestly is. You're just. I'm at a loss. I'm honestly at a loss for words. I never in a million years, when I thought there was going to be a major Marvel Comics announcement, I was hoping it was going to be, oh, hey, we're doing a movie for Deadpool, or, you know, oh, hey, we're doing, I don't know, another X-Men movie, you know, whatever. I mean, of course they're doing another X-Men movie, I knew that. But, I mean, you know, something like that. I didn't expect it to be, hey, we are fundamentally changing one of your favorite characters and making him a her. You know, the Superior Spider-Man bullshit, like, I was pissed about that. Like, you know, just, and I get it, you know, there's been a female version of Thor in like the Ultimate Universe and stuff. If you want to do this alternate dimension stuff, whatever, nobody cares. But of course you're not going to do alternate dimension. It has to be the real Thor, because you know nobody cares about alternate dimension bullshit. And everybody's getting tired of this bullshit. It's not right. It's just absolutely not right. Marvel should be ashamed of themselves. They're better than this. They should be doing a better job of developing characters. Like, you've got opportunity. There's so many female characters in the Thor universe that you could have gotten behind and developed. You didn't have to do this. It's just absolutely ludicrous. And it's not fair. It just flat out is not fair. And I really and truly feel bad for people that are even more passionate about Thor than me. Like, there are products that cost over $1,000 related to Thor. You know, Thor statues and helmets and busts and you know, costumes and, you know, replica Mjolnirs and all sorts of stuff like that. And, you know, it's just not fair. It's absolutely ludicrous. It's so frustrating, and I'm so tired of it. Like, I'm so tired of these companies doing this. I get it. You want to refresh your line. You want to refresh the story. All of that. There's better ways to do it. There's less cheap and bullshit ways to do it. This is bullshit, and you know it. You know it. And putting the whole PR hype machine, people like Agent M and all your publicists and, you know, I can't even think of who the other person, you know, it's not going to work. I mean, you're going to find some people that are going to like it, sure. And there are some girls that are jumping on board. Oh, girl power, yay. You know, I want powerful female characters too. You know, there's no reason we couldn't have turned Lady Sif into something special. You know, there's no reason we couldn't have built off of Thor and taken the characters in his universe around him and made them better. You know, I was just... It's atrocious. Like, honestly, this is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like, honestly, in the history of comics, this might be the worst thing I've ever seen a comic book company do. I mean, and maybe I'm being dramatic. I mean, you guys can possibly tell me, oh, this was 10 times worse, and I might disagree completely. And I'd love to know what you guys think, because honestly, I've seen a couple people, you know, that I'm friends with kind of get behind it, like say, oh, I guess this could be interesting. No, it's not. It's not a matter of interesting. No, I don't want to give it a chance, because no, I don't care. That's not who Thor is supposed to be, and that's not who I want Thor to be. And that's just the end of the story. That's all there is to it. Thor is a guy. Get over it. There's nothing wrong with guys being upset, and I'm not upset about it because I'm a guy. I'm upset about it because Thor is a guy. Thor is a man, okay? Thor is a man. You don't just change that. You know, it's just horseshit. It's just not right. It's horseshit. It's pathetic. It's all those things. This is not hyperbole. This is not, you know, I'm not getting carried away. This is legit. This is absolutely justified. I have every right to feel this way. Unbelievable. I can't believe this is the conversation that we're having today. I just can't. I can't back this. I can't support this. I will absolutely 110% read it, but I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to steal it. I'm telling you right now, I will download these comics. I will steal them, and I will advocate stealing them. I hope they lose money on this. I really and truly do. And I don't wish that on anybody, because I'm not an advocate for piracy at all. At all. Not something I believe in, not something that I think is right. But in this case, I'm going to speak with my wallet. I am absolutely going to pirate the fuck out of the books. I'm going to read them, and then I'm going to talk shit about them, because that's what they deserve. It's just absolutely pathetic, ludicrous. Although I know I'm repeating myself over and over again, but it's just not right. And I know I'm not alone here. I know that the majority of people are going to agree with me. And I'm sure they're going to be able to say, oh, ha, ha, you're so worked up about this and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care. This is important to me. This is one of the things that I like to do, read comic books. That's part of my life. That is one of the things that I find joy and enjoyment with. And it shouldn't be bringing me levels of stress because everything that I've invested in, everything that I believe in, everything that means something to me, now all of a sudden I'm being told is a lie. You know? Like, I've spent a lot of money on Thor paraphernalia. I'm a massive Thor fan. And it's just absolute horseshit. This is not... It's not right at all. You know? Like, I shouldn't be here making this video. And I hate... And you guys that follow me, like, a lot... You know, you guys know that I hate complaining about stuff. Like, I hate having to make these angry rant videos. But that's what I'm left with. That's all I can do in this situation. I have to let people know what I feel. I have to. I wouldn't be doing my job. I wouldn't be taking the opportunity that I've been afforded, you know, in having this platform if I didn't share my thoughts on stuff like this. And my thoughts are that this is fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And you know what? I'm lying. I'm actually lying. I will spend money on this because I will buy the first book and I will rip it up into shreds exactly like I did with Nova #1 because that's what it deserves. I will pay money for it, and then I will rip it up and destroy it, because that is what it deserves. And that's all there is to it. And I can't wait to do it. And I'm gonna show it to. I want to find out who's responsible for this. I want to know who's responsible for this. I haven't read any of the articles because I was just too pissed. And you know, there's nothing interesting about this at all. At all. Nothing interesting about it. It's cheap, it's lazy, it's careless, and I'm furious. And that's all there is to it. This is who Thor is supposed to be. Thor is supposed to be a big, burly dude with sexy blonde hair. He's supposed to be freaking Chris Hemsworth in all of his sexiness. And I am completely secure in my sexuality to say that. Chris Hemsworth is a sexy man. Alright? And he deserves to be Thor. And you know that they're not going to change it in the movies. Of course Chris Hemsworth is going to keep playing Thor. They're not going to change that. So what do they really believe in? They really believe in trying to milk it and make money where they're not making it. They're trying to capitalize and take advantage of the female market. And that's exactly what they're doing. They don't respect females. They just want money. That's all that it comes down to. There's no, oh, hey, we respect females here. Do not fool yourself into thinking that. This is absolutely unequivocally because they want to go ahead and try to make money and milk it. That is all this is. It is, hey everybody, we're not making enough money, you're not paying enough attention to Thor, and we want to try to milk you females, take advantage of you females, and get you guys to buy our comic books because you're not doing it. So if we take Thor and make him a girl, maybe we'll get the girl power, and all you girls that don't even give a crap about comic books will start reading them and start buying them. I think they would have a better chance. Like, honestly, I have a coworker who is not a comic book fan at all, but you know what? She'll go see the movies. I loaned her Thor and she liked it because Chris Hemsworth is a sexy beast. And that's, she's not, like, if they change Thor to a female in the movies, she said, I'm not going to see it. I'm not interested. You know, and this is the target demographic that you're after. She is the exact person that you're after. The person that just goes to see the movies, that just goes to, you know, that's on the fence, that doesn't have any established, you know, rapport with the character. But she knows Chris Hemsworth is Thor, and that's who she wants to see as Thor. She wants to see Chris Hemsworth. She's not going to buy a comic book. She never would have. But she will go watch Chris Hemsworth as Thor, absolutely. And she'll buy the Blu-ray and the DVD, or the DVD, whatever. She'll go see it in the theaters, and she'll be happy. Because Chris Hemsworth is Thor, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But, nope, not anymore. Because fuck the fans. It's all about Marvel Comics and their laziness and their bullshit. You know, we want to go ahead and piss you guys off and, you know, fuck you guys and all that you've done for us. You know, you're not giving us enough. You're not paying enough attention. So, your favorite character is now a dude. Is no longer a dude. It's a chick. And, you know, it's not Lady Thor. It's not Thor Girl. It's not Thorita. Don't ever even fucking insinuate that shit. This is Thor. And that's it. And I get it that the hammer says whoever is deemed worthy to yield it shall possess the power of Thor. Okay? If you wanted to tell me that Thor was now unworthy and somebody else was wielding the hammer, fine. No problem. No problem at all. Absolutely. I can back that. I get that. But you're telling me something different. You're telling me that this was never meant to be Thor, that Thor is really this chick, and whoever this other person is going to have a different name. What are we going to call the person that we've always known to be Thor? Who is that going to be now? You know? Like, what are we going to call that person? Thor, because that's who it is. It's Thor. Right? I don't want an actual real answer to that. I mean, it's because there isn't a real answer to it. It's Thor. That's the answer. This is Thor, who I'm playing with right now. This is Thor, and that's who Thor is supposed to be. End of story. Don't like it? Get out of comics. Period. You don't deserve to be writing comic books if you're thinking that changing Thor to a female is a good idea. Is right, it's fair, it's any of that. You don't deserve the job that you have if that's what you truly and really believe. And I feel like I am absolutely 100% justified as a fan to say that. You are doing a disservice to the character, a disservice to what you signed up for, a disservice to your job. I honestly, people should lose jobs over this. Like, I'm that passionate about this. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care if I've liked your other work. I don't care if it was Chris Hemsworth's idea. You know? Thor is a dude. And I'm not sexist for saying that. Any of that. Again, if you want to play the angle of whoever is deemed worthy to yield the hammer is Thor, shall possess the power of Thor, 100% back it. All set. Agree. Completely. That's okay. There can be a female possessing the power of Thor. She just can't be Thor because Thor is a dude. Period. Maybe Lady Sif now possesses the power of Thor. No problem. But Thor is Thor Odin's son. That's who Thor is. Like, both in Norse mythology and in every Thor comic book that's ever been written. And I know that there was a point in time where Thor was female. Like, I think in, like, the Ultimate Comics or... No, this is the Ultimate Thor. I don't know if Loki changed him into a girl or what it was. But, you know, I honestly... That's how much I cared about that part of the storyline. You know? I shouldn't be going through this. I shouldn't be stressing about stuff like this. It's not fair to me as a fan. It's not fair. It's not right. I don't deserve it. All the other Thor fans don't deserve it. And you know what? You guys are entitled to your opinion. That's fine. If you disagree with me, no problem. Be respectful. You know, I think you're wrong. I think anybody that thinks that this is a good idea is wrong. You don't, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, your opinion's invalid or anything like that. Yeah, you're completely entitled to have an opinion. That's no problem, but I can't back anybody that agrees and thinks that this is right, because it's just not. It's not at all. And it's truly unfortunate that this is what it's come to. Like, I think it's just so lazy. Like, seriously, Marvel, like, I know that things are tough. I know that you're recycling stories. I know that you're trying to reinvent the wheel. But you know what? Sometimes you don't have to. You know, I don't know what your sales figures are. I don't care. You know, you might think that this is refreshing and that this is what people want to see. But no, you have just alienated so many people. And the worst part is that all us fans have ourselves to blame. Because every time they do this, all we do is bitch about it, but then give them our money anyway. So... That's why I'm doing something different. I'm taking a different approach. I am advocating piracy. I'm advocating that you go ahead and you steal those comic books. Download them. Download the shit out of them. Because they don't deserve money. None of it. All right? None of it. Don't deserve it. And just absolutely furious right now. That's Thor right there. A dude. You don't buy it? Let's do this. Let's go to the store. Let's go to costumes. Let's go to Thor. Look at that. He's a dude. Look at that. He's a dude. Look at that. He's a fucking horse. Look at that. He's a dude. Look at that. He's a dude. Look at that. He's a dude. You know why he's a dude? Because he's a dude. He's a guy. He has a penis, okay? He fucks lots of chicks because he's fucking Thor. And Thor, he probably has a monster Thor cock and porks every single Asgardian female he can. And yeah, that's misogynistic, totally. And I'm absolutely saying all this bullshit to play it up. I don't really give a crap or care about any of that. I'm just absolutely playing up on everything. So whatever. I'm tired of having to bitch about shit like this because it's ridiculous. It's not right. We don't deserve it. We deserve better. You know, Marvel, you guys need to get your heads out of your asses and start working to create real characters, real new characters that we're going to give a shit about. And you know what? If you create new and interesting characters, we'll follow, we'll read it, we'll listen, but you can't do it. And that's your problem, not ours. So don't go taking it out on us by saying, oh, let's go ahead and take Thor and make him a dude or a chick. Let's go take Jean Grey and make him John Grey, you know? Let's go take Kitty Pryde and make her Doggy Pride and make it a dude. I mean, you don't take female characters and make them men, do you? Ever. You know, you don't take a black character and make him white, ever, right? Because people freak out when you do that. But, you know, if a guy freaks out because you turn a white male into a female character, you know, fuck us. Because, you know, we're just misogynistic dudes and, you know, we don't respect women. It's not like that at all. At all. Thor's a guy. And he has to be a guy because that's what Thor is. Alright? I'm going in circles at this point. And honestly, I'm just so mad. So furious. And it's bullshit. And I'm officially protesting. Like, and I don't even... I know that I'm one person. And there's only so much I can do. But, you know, I can't back this at all. Super pissed. Super bullshit. And I hope you guys burn in hell. That's it. Fuck ya.